Hello, and welcome to your first ever Written in the Stars monthly tarot forecast. My name is Madeline Joan, and I've been reading tarot and doing astrology for a little more than 20 years. You can check out more about me in my About video, but I want to thank you. I really appreciate you tuning in to your first ever tarot forecast, and I hope you find your reading empowering, evocative, and resonant. I'm a very informal reader, so you will probably hear some cuss words. You may see a cat cross over the spread. My apologies if you do. But as long as I've been doing readings, this is my very first time doing one on YouTube. So hi, and I'm super excited to meet you, and I hope that you enjoy this. And without further ado, on to your reading. Hey Taurus. Okay, here we go with your August 2016 tarot forecast. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Taurus, it's time for something new in your life, and you don't need me to tell you that, is what Spirit is saying. You absolutely feel the desire already, the impetus, the catalyst, the inspiration to go forward and do something new. And that is not said lightly because, again, nothing that you don't know, but you are in the best way, you are a stubborn soul. You know what's right. You know what you want. You know how to do it. No. Nobody tell me. I know how to make it happen. And you know what? To your credit, you 99% of the time you really do. But you know at this point that what has been working in some sense is not working. And there's a sense here that you want a little piece for yourself, a little something that is all yours. And again, that's interesting because you are a sign that tends to cultivate something that is yours and to build from the ground up. And kudos to you because you have. You already have. You've already come very far. You've already proven your worth. But you long to do it now in a new way, in a way that feels closer to something that you've built with your own vision. There's a little bit of mourning here over that. There's a little bit of a sense of you know, you're crying over spilled cups here. You had 5 cups. You took the time to find the perfect cups and to polish them and to fill them with your favorite water and to arrange them just the way you wanted. And then the universe, God, spirit, coincidence, whatever you like to call the energy that comes along and changes things in our life, that came along and kicked over 3 of your 5 cups. And you're just watching their contents just seep into the ground away, and they're irretrievable, they're gone. And you have to grieve. It's okay. It's okay to grieve that. It's okay to be sad. But really, the important thing is that, again, when God, universe, spirit, whatever you like to call it, comes along and kicks over those cups, it's because whatever was in them had grown stagnant and would poison you if you drank it, and it had to go. And don't forget that you still have, if you would just look behind you, if you would just remember, if you would just change your perspective and pick your head up, that you still have 2 full cups that are meant to be there, that are, look at these, the barren land under these cups, and look at these full cups and these grapes, these beautiful, fat, juicy grapes growing. Don't forget that you have this orchard behind you, but look at what you've made. So don't lose perspective. Yes, it's time to move on to something new. Yes, you want to build something else and you're not completely happy where you are, but do not forget, and remember to have gratitude and pride in yourself as well. Like, you need to support yourself. You need to emotionally support yourself and remind yourself of how far you've come and what you have created, even if you're mourning some state of how it is at this moment. Okay. Gosh, you've come a long way. You've come such a long way. You've been through a lot. God, you've fought so hard to get where you are. Again, it's an echo of the same thing. You've fought so hard to get where you are, and at the moment this is coming up because you're feeling it. You're feeling a little bit of, I'm battered and bruised and tired and worn out. And look at all the battles he's fought. I mean, he's bandaged, but he's here. He's alive. He's not gravely wounded. He's able-bodied. He has even taken the weapons of those that he's fought along the way, and these battles that he's fought along the way, and he has assembled them like trophies behind him to say, okay, look at that. Yeah, sure, I might be a little beaten up and bruised. I may not be looking my best at the moment, but damned if I haven't gotten here through a lot of shit. So, good for you. Again, congratulations. Do not think that just because, again, you want to build something new, that everything was for naught, or that it wasn't worth your time. Good Lord, you've come through so much and you have learned so much and you have gained so much endurance and tenacity. Okay, and I'm feeling that you have a very good friend in your life. This is the Queen of Cups, and queens do not have to be female. They have a quote-unquote feminine energy, a yin energy. This could be a man just as well as it could be a woman. I think of kings as conquerors and women, the queens as creators. And they foster, they cultivate, they inspire, and they collect, meaning they gather people. They're charismatic leaders. And the Queen of Cups is charismatic in a very quiet, very mysterious, intuitive. She just has that mystique about her. She's the woman or man in your life that is, they see right through you. If you're trying to tell them a story about the reason that you just got back with your shady ex that you know that they don't like, they see right through you. You know, he's changed and he went back to community college, and they don't say anything because they're very kind and they're very compassionate, the Queens of Cups. But they just have a way of gently reflecting the truth back to you without even saying a word, in a way that just it pierces your heart, because they rule the heart. Cups are the emotions, the transcendent, the spiritual, the love. So look to this queen in your life. Look to this friend in your life. She will dispense good advice. She's very intuitive. If you're ready to listen to her, consult with her. She often comes in the guise of some sort of healer, whether she's just a friend that gives very good advice and is just an exceptional shoulder to cry on, like a natural counselor, or she may be a literal counselor, a therapist, psychologist, or a priest, a tarot reader, anybody who sort of has intuitive sense that you trust, and that is, again, compassionate and fostering. This person can see you through some of this fire. Basically, she can help put out a little of this excessive fire. Little fire is awesome and good, and you definitely have it, but she can help kind of reorient you a little bit. You're going to go through tremendous growth. Again, it is going to be when you walk away from this thing, and you are going to be walking away from it. So there's no getting around that. These cards, they have a similar energy, and there's no getting around the fact that this is about leaving something behind that is very important to you. And it's an emotional investment. Those are the hardest of all. I mean, nobody likes to lose, but when you give your heart and soul to something, often this is a relationship. often a romantic or familial relationship, because it's something that is just desperately lonely to leave behind. It can also, though, be something like a business, like you gave so much to this dream that you had, because that's an emotional investment. Certainly, you certainly pour blood, sweat, tears, love, energy into a business or a creative project or a person. And again, often this is a romantic relationship, but this could also be, what I'm feeling for some of you is that this is kind of a sponsor type situation, like parole officers, like AA sponsors, like mentors. You were trying to see somebody through something and rehab, things like that. Maybe you yourself are this healer and you just can't see them through this. It's just not going to happen, and you need to, for your own sake, walk away. And the most important thing about this card is, again, not to sugarcoat it, because again, it is painful, it is difficult to do breakups, to do break-offs, again, even if it's not romantic. Even when you know it's right, it's heartbreak, it's a death in a way. But the thing is, again, you've collected these cups, you've collected this water, you've arranged them just so, but over time, these cups, the water in them has grown stagnant. What you gave so much, what you poured so much into, is no longer nourishing to you. In fact, if you were to drink it, it would poison you. And so it's time to walk away. And what you should notice, and please remember about this card, if you're going through this, is that, yes, he's walking away from these precious cups, but he is walking toward the source of all of this water, and this beautiful water that is in flow. It is not still, it is not kept, it is flowing, it is moving, it is changing, it is going places. You're going to go places. Right now you're not going anywhere. So don't mourn too much these cups and this stillness that you're going to leave behind when you're going to find this motion and this sense of destination. Oh, and then there's such a dramatic change. I love August for you. Okay, so here you are. I'm going to flip her right side up. We could go all day about people who read reverse and not reverse. I don't read reverse. I read intuitively. So if I feel that there's something about the card that is on the quote-unquote negative end of the spectrum or the end of the spectrum that needs work and evolution, then I will say that. But I do not read, for example, an upside down Ace of Cups says, oh my God, this is a terrible thing. No. So that's just my 2 cents. Again, take it or leave it, as I said. Okay, but so this amazing dramatic change when you do walk away from this, which is, again, very brave, and congratulations when you do. And Spirit says that it will feel liberating. So yes, you will be grieving, but it will also feel liberating. And here you are feeling liberated. The Nine of Pentacles is the card of, look what I've made, look what I have created, the harvest that I've created. I'm so proud of it, and I did it myself. It doesn't mean that you don't have helpers or partners or family, friends, coworkers, supporters who helped you get where you are, but the brunt of the work was on you, and you get to look around and say, wow, look at what I did, and I did it myself, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy with what I've done. So there is going to be a definite sense of a turning point where you feel very proud. Some of you are going to walk away, and then immediately you're going to get that job, or you're going to get that validation that you've made the right choice, and that you're stepping into abundance when you were afraid that you were leaving everything behind, when in truth you were stepping into abundance. So for some of you, it's going to happen just like that, in that sense, like I said, in a very concrete way of, I got the validation, or I got the job, or I got the pitch, or I got the, I got what I wanted. And Pentacles are the earth element, so that's resources, property, jobs. That's your whole deal, Taurus. So a tangible validation for your work and how far you've come. So look forward to that, because here it is. Here's money coming in, message coming in, offer of a job, new opportunity. Here is nurture this talent. That's what I'm hearing. Oh my goodness, I'm hearing nurture this talent. You have something in you. Okay, you like, and it's understandable, who doesn't? Human nature. You like being excellent at things. You like knowing all the ins and outs. I know all the ropes. I know how to do it from A to Z, start to finish. There is something in you that, or a talent or a part of your field that, or a new field, but I'm feeling it's not out of your realm. It's not out of your wheelhouse. So there is some offshoot or aspect of your field that you don't know all about that has, you have great potential in. Okay, and I'm feeling there's opportunity there. There's new money coming in there. So cultivate this in August. And the best way to bring good things into your life is to embody this feeling of, look at what I've created, wherever you are. Whether you're in the beginning stages or you're well on your way, look around at what you've done and be proud of it. Just take that time every single day to be proud and grateful and state it, whether you state it aloud or in your mind. State it to yourself. Notice it and state it, because that way you invite more of this. My God, look at all this. Look at all these pentacles. I love it. I love your turning point. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cheerlead. I just get really excited. Here's exchange. Here's flow of money. Here's generosity. Here's I'm willing to pay you what you're worth. So some of you are going to be getting that promotion. Some of you are going to be getting, again, that validation, that review, that testimonial that pushes things over the edge, that shows the world that you are the magician. You are the fucking magician. I'm sorry for those of you that don't like F-bombs, but look at you. You have everything that you need. You have the pentacles, the wands, the cups, the swords. You have every element in the tarot at your disposal. So meaning you have the resources, you have the creativity, you have the ideas, you have the emotional chutzpah to put into this. You can make this idea real. You are going to have this achievement. You're going to have an achievement this month that makes you feel validated. They keep using the word validation, so I'm going with it. What you are building has great worth. Don't stop building it. If anything, be willing to dive into even that which you don't know all about, and be willing to learn. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself and accept happily the investment of others in yourself, and reach out, okay? If you have resources in people and connections, as some of you do, is what they're telling me, you be willing to reach out. Don't be afraid to reach out. You're not reaching out for a handout. You're reaching out to say, oh, look at all this talent I have. Look what I can offer you. Reach out and offer it. Don't be afraid. Be proactive. You're the magician. You take the ephemeral and you make it tangible. You get results. My God, Taurus, I'm loving August for you, okay? Every month I'm going to be picking a card that if you take nothing else from this reading, please remember this. This embodies you this month. This is what you need to be. And for you, that's the magician. So please keep this in mind. You have everything you need already. Doesn't mean you don't have stuff to learn, but it means you have all the potential. Invest in yourself. Create. Be bold. Be inspired. And be, this sounds a little funny. Legally, I don't recommend doing this literally, especially at work, but be naked. Be completely unabashed about what you can do. It doesn't mean be boastful. It means know what you're capable of. Remember it, embrace it in yourself, and from yourself it will exude. It doesn't mean you go around telling people that you're so talented and you're so capable of doing all these things, but you got to know that. You got to remember again and look around and be happy for what you've done and get excited about it, and know that if you've done this already, what else can I do? Because you have so much ahead of you in August. I'm so excited for you. Thank you so much for listening. If you have any Taurus and Taurus rising friends, I would love it if you would share this with them, if it resonates with you. And if anything in this reading did resonate with you, or anything like reflects in your own life or rings bells with things that are already happening for you since we're already into August, please let me know in the comments or find me on social media and let me know. I'm always very curious to see what kind of validations or not that people see with this. And thank you again for tuning into your first Taurus Tarot forecast. I'm so excited to get to know all of you, and thank you, and I'll see you next month. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for listening. I'm wishing you a great month. If you enjoyed this video, I would really love it if you would like it and share it with anybody that you think would enjoy it. If anything resonated with you or brought up any questions, I would love to hear your questions, comments, and insights in the comments below. And if you really enjoyed this reading, you can also follow me on social media or on my blog, writteninthestars.co, all of which I've also linked below. And if you really, really liked it, you can book a one-on-one reading with me by finding me at any of those links below. And I really look forward to working with you. Again, blessings to you and yours. Have a fabulous August 2016, and I will see you next month. Bye-bye.